Hi beautiful people, how are you? My name is Connor and you are watching Self Healing, a channel where we're talking about becoming your own therapist, your own doctor, your own guru, your own leader, your own healer, and your own guide. So today we're talking about a concept called the triangle of health. This is another interpersonal neurobiological term created by and coined by Daniel Siegel, but we're going to tweak it just a teeny bit. So the triangle of health is made up of three equally important points. The first two are probably ones that you have considered before, that are often spoken about when we talk about health. The third is something that we tend not to think of with as much importance as the other two, and that is the main focus that I want to give attention to in this video, so we can reformat and bring more attention into that third point. So the first two are the mind and the body. The body embodies the mind. It actually embodies the brain, which when we're talking in interpersonal biological terms, the brain is really like the physical space that the mind is inside. But the mind is made up of energy. The body embodies that energy. So we have the mind and we have the body, and we take care of those two things. The body, obviously we do movement, we feed ourselves the proper food, we have good oral hygiene. There's many other things. In the mind, we may do mindful practices like yoga, meditation, going for a walk in nature, closing our eyes and taking some breaths. And we talk about both of those parts of our triangle of health on this channel and how we can improve our self-healing and our self-growth practices. The third point of the triangle of health, equally important, are relationships. Relationships are just as important to our health as our mind and our body. Why is that true? How can that be true? We tend to think about relationships as important, but not as important as taking care of our physical body or our mindful body. But the fact is, because we are such hyper-social animals, we actually embody the body and the mind of the people we are relating with. So we physically and energetically are made up of and share our relationships. We share other people's energy in our relationships. When we're having a conversation, when we're engaging in a hug, when we pass someone on the street, whether we make eye contact or not, we are picking up on each other's frequency. There are parts of our brain that are constantly detecting what other people are feeling and reacting to those feelings that we're picking up, that we're observing. We're also constantly tweaking our behavior. We're constantly getting energetic feedback from other people, interpreting it and then putting it out. We're constantly becoming and sharing this energy within our relationships. So relationships that we're talking about are literally any time that we are making contact with another person in any form. And we also have relationships inside ourselves in regards to other people. So we have ongoing relationships with these other human beings, whether we're physically in connection with them or not. How can we improve the health of these relationships so that they feed into our full system, our triangle of health? How can we take care of that point of contact, of that point of the triangle that is so vital, that is just as important as the mind and the body? This all comes back to the principle of love. Love is synonymous with health, and our natural inclination is to align with health. It's to align with love. And sometimes we just get kind of out of whack. In relationships, it's so fundamental, it's so important, so crucial to pay attention to the ones that truly feel loving, truly feel healthy, and to put more energy into those. And pay attention to the ones that don't quite feel like they're aligning with love, that don't quite feel like they're aligning with health. And if we need to, in a gentle, soft, and compassionate way, take a little step back from those relationships and continue to feed the ones that are going to feed us back, so that we may support other people in finding and aligning with love and health. But because these relationships are so crucial, we can't expect to be in relation with people, with other humans that are not interested in aligning with love or with health, or that are constantly bringing a negative, demeaning, or critical energy into our space. It's like trying to eat a diet of donuts and imagining that the body will become healthy. We need to find relationships. We need to connect with people who are also interested in finding health and finding love, who are interested in joining you on your journey of health and love. It's also very, very important that we find compassion for each other, that we learn how to hold space for each other, that we learn how to share in a way that feels good, so that we can explore all of our vulnerabilities together in a safe way. This allows us to dive into these areas of ourselves that may be blocked, stuck, traumatized, holding on to young past traumas. It allows us to dive into those spaces and to open them up, to bring them into the light of another human being so that you can heal them together. And this is not a one-sided thing. When we are in relation with someone else who's sharing with us, bringing light to their darkness, to their dark areas of burden, areas that are stuck, areas that have been traumatized, when we share in that, we gain the healing and the growth that they gain from us being present with them. And in return, we find more safety in vulnerability to do the same. Those are the relationships to focus on, to give energy to nurture. A lot of people have a gut reaction when I suggest removing a little bit of energy from the relationships that aren't serving you and putting more into the ones that are. Because we feel we have to take care of certain people, whether it's family or friends or people that we have contractual agreements with, like husbands, wives, and so on. It's okay to have that gut reaction, to have that triggered feeling like, no, I need to take care of these people regardless of their ability to take care of me or not. And I really understand that. And I really encourage you to do what absolutely fundamentally feels right for you at your core, because that is how you maintain and grow the guru, the therapist, the doctor, the leader inside of yourself. Pay attention to those clues and those cues and those messages to your system, because they're vitally important to observe. And I would also suggest to give it a thought. Doesn't mean you have to give up on your family, your friends, your contractual humans that you feel are so important to you. Sometimes I think the best thing we can do for people is to live in harmony with love and with health, and to just show and to be that light. You only have so much energy in your life. Give it to that which gives back. Other people will see that and want that, and they will join you there if it's possible for them. And if they're not quite aligning there, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with them. It doesn't make them a bad person. They're just not quite where you are, and they need something else in their life. Trust that. So much love to you on your journey of self-love and self-growth. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.